Hello students, welcome to Don Bosco PU College online classes. We are trying our best to make teaching learning experience easy to our students. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to never miss any update.
Hi dear students, welcome back to the another video of question paper solving. So in our previous video we have solved 48 questions. In this video we are going to solve 49th question. 49th question number A. Prove that integration of 0 to a f of x dx is equals to integration of 0 to a f of a minus x into dx. It is a property. Let us prove. So first thing, we will consider RHS part. RHS is integration of 0 to a f of a minus x into dx. Let us prove RHS equals to LHS. I am considering RHS part. Here we will take substitution method. Put a minus x is equals to t. If we differentiate with respect to t, then minus dx equals to dt. We want only dx. Dx is equals to minus dt. Suppose here we have the interval 0 to a. Suppose x equals to 0, then what about t? If x equals to 0, then t value is what? Intervals also changes. If x is 0, then t is what? If x equals to 0, t, a minus x is equals to t. So a minus 0 is equals to t. Therefore t is equals to a. If x equals to 0, then t equals to a. Similarly, if x equals to a, then t equals to what? Then t, a minus x. So a minus a is equals to t. Therefore t equals to 0. If x is 0, then t is a. If x is 0 intervals, if x is 0, t is a. If x equals to a, then t is 0. Now substitute all these in the RHS part. Therefore RHS equals to integration of 0 to a. Integration of 0 to a. If x is 0, t value a to, if x is a, t value 0, a to 0, f of a minus x. So a minus x, we have taken the substitution t, f of t into dx. In place of dx we have to put minus dt. So minus dt, that is equals to integration of a to 0 minus, we have keep it outside of the integration, equals to f of t into dt. Next we have one property. Let us use that property. Since we know that integration of a to b f of x dx equals to minus of integration of b to a f of x dx. Here we have minus. If we change it, intervals get changes. That is equals to integration of 0 to a f of t into dt. Next we will have one more property. Since integration of a to b f of x dx equals to integration of a to b f of t dt, we can change the variable. By using this property we can change the variable. In place of t we can put x. That is equals to integration of 0 to a f of x into dx. Therefore we found LHS. Therefore LHS equals to RHS. Hence it is proved. LHS equals to RHS. Hence it is proved. We have one more linked question in this 49th A. Let us solve that question also. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take. Now I am going to change the sheet. Page. I am going to change the page. I will move on to the new page. So linked question we have that, and hence evaluate integration of 0 to a root x divided by root x plus square root of a minus x into dx. It is a linked question. We will consider this integration will be let I equals to. We will apply the property what we have proved in our previous. Let us apply that property, that is equals to before that call this as equation number 1. We will apply property here, applying property that replacing x equals to x as a minus x. In place of x we will put a minus x. So I equals to integration of 0 to a. In place of x we will put a minus x. So a minus x whole divided by square root of, in place of x we have to put a minus x, plus in place of x a minus of x, a minus x, in place of x we have to put a minus x into dx. Let us simplify further. I equals to integration of 0 to a square root of a minus x whole divided by root a minus x plus square root of a minus, apply this minus inside, apply this minus inside the brackets, minus a, minus into minus is plus x into dx. So plus a minus a will get cancelled. I equals to integration of 0 to a square root of a minus x whole divided by root a minus x plus root x into dx. Call this as equation number 2. Now adding 1 and 2. Adding equations 1 and 2. Then I plus I plus I plus I, equation 1 and 2 I am adding. Left hand side I plus I equals to, see the first equation, integration of 0 to a root x divided by root x plus square root of a minus x into dx, plus next see the second equation, integration of 0 to a square root of a minus x divided by root a minus x plus root x into dx. I plus I is 2i, so 2i equals to, let us club these two integrations, integration of 0 to a root x divided by root x plus root of a minus x plus root a minus x divided by root a minus x plus root x into dx. So 2i equals to integration of 0 to a, LCM of these two is root x plus root of is a minus x. So root x plus root of a minus x, numerator root x plus root of a minus x into dx. Therefore numerator and denominator will get cancelled. Send this 2 to this right, then I equals to 1 by 2 into integration of 0 to a, it will get cancelled, there will be 1 into dx. Hence it is a simplification. We will have some other steps. If you want to take a screenshot you can take. I am going to turn this sheet. I equals to 1 by 2 into integration of 1 dx is x under the intervals 0 to a. Apply this limit, apply the intervals. I equals to 1 by 2 into upper limit minus lower limit a minus 0 I is what? I is nothing but what? From equation 1, integration of 0 to a square root of x divided by root x plus root of a minus x into dx is equals to 1 by 2 into a is a divided by 2. Hence it is a solution for this 49th question. For this 49th question we have one more sub question. Let us solve it. Let us solve. See the B 49B question. Find the value of k if f of x equals to, write the function f of x equals to kx plus 1 if x less than or equals to pi cos x if x greater than pi is continuous at x equals to pi. We have to find the value of k. He given that this function is continuous at x equals to pi. Now take the limit LHL, left hand limit. Limit x tends to a minus f of x, that is equals to limit x tends to a minus, which is x tends to pi minus f of x. So okay, f of x, keep it as it is, f of x, that is equals to limit x tends to pi minus where it will come, pi minus lesser of minus value minus pi kx plus 1 pi minus where it will come, in this case kx plus 1. So kx plus 1, that is equals to, here I am going to take limit h tends to 0 in place of kx plus 1, in place of x put pi minus 0, in place of x put pi minus 0, sorry, pi minus h. Here if x tends to pi minus, if h tends to 0, then x will be pi minus h. This concept we have in our continuity. Now apply the limit, putting in place of h with 0 k into pi minus 0 plus 1. So that is equals to k into pi plus 1, which is LHL, left hand limit. Similarly, find out right hand limit. Right hand limit equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x, that is equals to limit x tends to a plus, which is pi plus f of x, that is equals to limit x tends to pi plus f of x. F of x means what? Pi plus, where it will come, pi plus more of pi, it satisfies in this case, which is cos x. Suppose here limit if we take h tends to 0, then cos of pi plus h. See here pi minus h, here pi plus h, that is equals to, if we apply limit, then cos of pi plus 0, that is equals to cos pi, that is equals to cos pi. What is the value of cos pi? Is minus 1. Cos pi value is minus 1, which is RHL, left hand limit. Okay, left hand limit, right hand limit. Also find the functional value f of pi, functional value equals to, where x equals to pi, which case kx plus 1, x equals to pi, where it satisfies, in this case kx plus 1. So kx plus 1 kx. In place of x put k pi plus 1. Now by the definition of continuity, left hand limit equals to right hand limit equals to functional value, which is f of pi. Left hand limit is k pi plus 1, right hand limit is minus 1, functional value is also k pi plus 1. So all these values should be equal, then only we can say that the given function is continuous. Otherwise the given function is not continuous. It is a definition of the continuity. By using this equation, we are going to find the value of k. So equate any two. K pi plus 1 equals to k pi plus 1 equals to minus 1. Let us find out the value of k. Send this plus 1 to the right. K pi equals to minus 1, k pi equals to minus 2. So k equals to minus 2 divided by pi. Hence k value is minus 2 by pi, which is a solution of 49th B. Understand? Okay, now let us move on to the next question. 50, question number 50 A, LPP problem it is. Question number 50 A, LPP problem. So minimize, given question, minimize, solve the following linear programming problem graphically. Minimize z equals to 4x plus y subject to the constraints x plus y less than or equals to 50, 3x plus y less than or equals to 90, where x comma y is greater than or equals to 0. Let us prove. We know that whatever the constraints is given, we have to consider equal. Let us consider x plus y equals to 50 and 3x plus y is equals to 90. Let us find out the points A, B, C and D. Put x equals to 0, then y equals to what? Put in place of x 0, then y equals to 50. Therefore the point A is x comma y 0 comma 50. Next, similarly put y is equals to 0, then x equals to what? In place of y put 0, then x equals to 50. Therefore the point B is x comma y, so 50 comma 0. After that put 0 comma 0 in the given constraint. Given constraint is what? X plus y less than or equals to 50. To verify whether the given constraint is true or false. For this question you need a graph sheet. Kindly make sure maintain a graph sheet while solving this question, 50th question. So 0 less than or equals to 50, it says that 50 is more than 0. True or false? Yes, it is true. 50 is more than 0. Yes, it is true. Similarly find out C and D. Put x equals to 0, then y is equals to what? In place of x put 0, then y is equals to 90. Therefore the point C is 0 comma 90. Next put y is equals to 0, then x equals to what? In place of y put 0, then 3x is equals to 90, x is equals to 30. Therefore the point D is 30 comma 0. Next step, put 0 comma 0 in the given constraint. 3x plus y, given constraint 3x plus y less than or equals to 90. So 0 is less than or equals to 90. 90 is more than 0. 90 is bigger than 0. 90 is larger than 0. Yes, it is true. Hence it is a simplification for to draw a graph. Now take a graph. I don't have a graph sheet, so the graph I am drawing in a white page only. Kindly maintain a graph sheet for this question. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take. I am going to turn the sheet. I don't have a graph sheet. I am going to explain in a white sheet is itself, so you need a graph sheet for this question. Kindly draw a graph in a graph sheet only, not in a white page. Now let us draw a graph by using the points A, B, C and D. Let us consider x-axis, it is origin, it is y dash and it is x dash. It is y. Let us take the values on x-axis, 10 differences, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. Now take the values on y-axis, 10 differences, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. Now see the points. The point A is what? Point A is 0, 50, x is 0, y 50. It is a point A. Next point B, 50, 0, x 50, y 0. It is a point B. Okay. Join these 2 points by using a scale. Join these 2 points by using a scale. And hence first inequality is true. True is what? We have to shade towards the origin. We have to shade towards the origin. The region will be like this. We have to shade towards the origin. Next, see the second one. Point C is what? 0, 90. X 0, y 90. It is a point C. Next, point D is what? 30, 0. X 30, y 0. It is a point D. Now join C and D. Join C and D by using a scale. Join these 2 points. Okay, join these 2 points. It also gives true, which means towards the origin. Now see where the common region is bounded. Where the common region is bounded, where the 2 regions are coincided. This portion. In this portion, region is bounded. Common region is bounded. Therefore, this will be the solution region or feasible region. Shade this portion very thickly. Make sure graph should be very clear in your examinations. Otherwise, you are going to lose your marks. Kindly maintain a proper graph sheet for this question. Therefore, this shaded portion is a solution region or feasible region. Solution region or feasible region. Now, corner points are what? Corner points are origin, the point A and the point D and the point E. See the point of intersection of this point. See the point of intersection of this. Kindly see the point of intersection. in your graph you will get. So 20 30, it is coincided at 20 and 30, therefore x 20 y 30, 20 comma 30, hence it is a graph. Now write the corner points. Objective function is given z equals to 4x plus y. Now write the corner points separately. So corner points, origin 0, 0, next point A, next point D, and the point E, So point A is what? 0, 50. Point A is 0, 50. Point D is what? 30, 0. Next point E is 20, 30. Substitute all these corner points in this objective function. Z equals to, in place of x put 0, 0. 4 into 0 plus 0 is equals to 0. Next z is equals to 4 into 0 plus 50 is equals to 50. Next z equals to 4 into 30 plus 0 is equals to 120. Z is equals to 4 into 20 plus 30 equals to 80 plus 30 is 110. See where it is maximize and minimizes. In the starting of this question, I said minimize. Actually, this question is maximize, not minimize. Kindly make a small correction in this question. In the starting of this solution, I just written minimize. It's not minimize, it is maximize. See, 0, it is minimum. What about maximum? 120, it is maximum. Minimum value of this objective function is 0. Maximum value of this objective function is 120. Write the conclusion. Therefore, z is maximum at the point D, 30, 0 is 120. If you want to write its minimum value, we can write z is minimum at origin 0, 0 is 0. Hence it is a solution for this question. Next we are going to solve other question B. 4 marks question it is. Let us solve the question number B. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take. See the question number 50B. We have solved 50A question. Now let us move on to the 50B question. If A equals to the matrix 3 1 minus 1 2, satisfy the equation a square minus 5a plus 7i equals to 0, then find the inverse of a using this equation. First we have to prove that satisfies the equation, which means we need a square is equals to, how to find a square? A into a, that is equals to, the matrix A is 3 1 minus 1 2. Next again write the matrix A, 3 1 minus 1 2. That is equals to Find the matrix A square by using the matrix multiplication. 3 into 3 is 9. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. 3 into 1 is 3. 1 into 2 is 2. Minus 1 into 3 is minus 3. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 1 into plus 1 is minus 1. 2 into 2 is 4. Therefore, it is a matrix A square. That is equals to 9 minus 1 is 8. 3 plus 2 is 5. Minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5. And it is plus 3. Hence, we get A square matrix. Therefore, take the equation A square minus 5A. Take the given equation A square minus 5A plus 7I equals to 0. We need to prove that this entire equation is equals to 0. So let us prove. A square is what? 8, 5, minus 5 and 3. Minus 5A, 5 into A. Write the matrix A. 3, 1, minus 1, 2. Plus 7I. I is a identity matrix. 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, now that is equals to, write the matrix again, 8, 5, minus 5, 3. Next, multiply this minus 5 inside the matrix. Minus 5 into 3 is 15. 5 into 1 is 5. 5 into minus 1 is minus 5. 5 into 2 is 10. Plus 7 into 1 is 7. 0, 0, 7. That is equals to the matrix. Add the corresponding elements. 8 minus 15 plus 7. 8 minus 15 plus 7. 5 minus 5 plus 0. Minus 5 minus of minus 5 is plus 5. Plus 0. 3 minus 10 plus 7. That is equals to, it is 0. 8 plus 7 is 15. 0. It is also 0, 0 and 0. Hence, we get the matrix 0 matrix. Left hand side we have A square minus 5A plus 7I equals to 0. Hence, this matrix satisfies the equation, the given equation. Hence, it is proved. Also, we have to find its its inverse by using the equation. Let us find out the inverse. Before that, if you want to take a screenshot, you can take. I am moving to the next page. Now let us find the inverse. To find inverse, write the equation, given equation, A square minus 5A plus 7I equals to 0. Multiply A inverse on both the sides. Applying A inverse on both sides. Then A inverse into A square minus 5A inverse into A plus 7A inverse into I is equals to 0 into A inverse is 0. A inverse A square is what? A into A minus 5A inverse into A plus 7A inverse into I is equals to 0. We know that A inverse A inverse A and A inverse I properties. From the matrices we have the properties A inverse A is equals to I. A inverse into I is equals to A inverse again. So A inverse into A is IA, which means I means identity matrix, minus 5I again plus 7A inverse is equals to 0. Also, we know that the matrix I into any matrix is again that matrix. 5 into identity matrix plus 7 into A inverse. I into A is what? A minus 5I plus 7A inverse is equals to 0. We want A minus 5I. Send this we want A inverse, so that send this A minus 5I to the right. 7A inverse, keep it as it is in the left hand side. Send A minus 5I to the right. Then 5I minus A we will get. A inverse is equals to 5 into I means what? Identity matrix 1 0 0 1 minus A. A means a given matrix. Given matrix is what? 3 1 minus 1 and 2. Now 7 into A inverse, keep it as it is. Multiply this 5 inside the matrix. Then 5 0 0 5 minus 3 1 minus 1 and 2. 7A inverse equals to 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. 0 minus of minus 1 is plus 1. 5 minus 2 is 3. We want A inverse, so that send this 7 to the right. A inverse is equals to 1 by 7 into 2 minus 1 1 3. Hence, which is a required A inverse matrix. Hence it is a required matrix which is A inverse. Hence it is a solution for this question. Okay, dear students, we have solved this question paper successfully. Kindly practice all the questions what we have given and what we have solved in our class. Also concentrate on your model paper questions. Thank you. Take care. All the best for your exams.